bass players were all kind of exposed to all genre, all in life, because we're needed in all kinds of music. So I think that exploring different kinds is sort of natural to bass players. I'd always improvised growing up. I had a violist friend who'd play just like improvised sonatas or whatever in high school. He was really nerdy. And then after playing bass music in college, I ended up playing just a lot of like free jazz. And then went to school for my master's in improvisation, which is a whole different bag.
I didn't improvise sonatas as a kid. That's weird then. No, it's great. That's a great talent. So I didn't improvise really at all until college. I was in like a jazz quartet, and we would do kind of like 10 minutes of play free at the end. And that was only a year or two, and then I didn't improvise again for another 4 years or so. And when I started my DMA at University of Michigan, I took a free improv course, which is jazz and classical majors and composers and non-majors, everybody kind of, you just show up to this class and the teacher like throws you in and is like, okay, play something. Which as a classical musician, I was like, where's key are we in? Like, what's the notes? Doesn't work like that. Spoiler alert, you're supposed to make it up as you go along. So I jumped in, feet first, and it was really scary, which I'm into. So I liked not knowing what was going to happen, and then like, oh, it sounds great. Like, that was really fun. And then Ben and I started playing together. Yes, Peter.
How did you feel it went? Did you have favorites?
Just now?
Yes.
It's a big question.
Yeah.
It's a loaded question. It's difficult to tell from the inside for sure. I've played things that felt badly, and then I listened to it later, and I was like, "Who's that? Oh, we did that." That's good. So it's difficult to tell. Usually, the less I'm thinking, the better it's going. So I wasn't. I was thinking about other things, which is a good sign, because my the way I listen is a lot more free, and like I react more instead of like analyzing the next step and like what happens, what's the right move, and I prefer to feel a little bit more instinctual, and that felt pretty instinctual. It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's a fairly natural. It's a sort of, because the environment has a big effect on how, maybe more how things feel than how they sound. I think playing under lights with an audience that we can't see is sort of it puts like a sort of an unnecessary importance on a lot of things that I think as improvisers we try to get away from in just like in life and otherwise. It's kind of more about the communication between us and that interpolation of this triangle is kind of what's important. It's not really it's not like how is this and how is it transmitting this way. It's about, in free improvisation, it's about sort of this unmediated experience, and that the audience is a part of the instantiation of what is.
And like the energy as well.
So yeah, I felt good about that, considering I don't know, like before, like yesterday, I was like, dance theater, we could be playing in like a room like this size for 4 people. We could be playing in a theater so I didn't know what to expect as a performer.
Yeah.
So I think just kind of jumping in.
I try not to think about that, actually.
But surely, do you have a favorite vignette and least favorite vignette that you just did?
That we just did?
Yeah.
No. Sorry.